Being selfish in this day and age is seen as evil, as a horrible trait to have. If you're selfish, you are a bad person. If you're selfish, you have no goodness about you. If you're selfish, you have deep problems within you. So they say. In my early years, I was seen as a selfish person by people around me. I was not able to give much to others. I was not there emotionally. I had no sense of responsibility. I questioned it. What was the reason? Why was I acting in this way, not thinking about others? Why did it not occur to my brain to put others first? It was as if there was no neural connection to my brain when it came to this. I was left confused and, quite frankly, lost. It was only when I left home and removed myself from everyone, family, friends, and society, that I started to piece the puzzle together. Things finally clicked and everything made sense. So in this video, I want to share with you 3 truths I learned on what being selfish allows you to achieve and why you need to be selfish first in order to be selfless. The first lesson I learned is you need to figure out who you are. When I was working in the corporate world, I was lost. I had no sense of direction, no sense of being. I did not have a clear path of where I was going and how I would be progressing. That world was not for me, and I could see my mind going in this robotic mode. I was unconnected with who I was, and I could feel I lost touch with my soul and my deep inner self. It was difficult to put others first when I was completely lost in myself. I was engulfed in my world and nothing or no one else mattered. When you are in your own world, everything is about you, your problems, your worries. You are the center of attention. You feel your problems are the #1 priority and you are the main focus. It came to a point where I had to question myself and ask, is this how I want to live the rest of my life? In this state, in this manner, lifeless, no soul, no sense of purpose, no sense of being, always thinking my problems are the biggest one and life treating me unfairly. No joy, just a stale, non-existent life. I had to encapsulate the ancient Greek inscription of "to know thyself." These words were written at the entrance to the Temple of Apollo in central Greece at Delphi. The temple was largely dedicated to one of the most influential of all ancient Greek gods, Apollo, son of Zeus. He was known as the god of truth, prophecy, healing, archery, music, and many more. Know thyself was by far the most significant of the 3 maxims, both in ancient and modern times. When we connect the dots of who we are and who we are trying to become, we see ourselves more clearly. We are more confident, we make sounder decisions, and we build stronger relationships. Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The equation was very simple for me. When I'm 80 years old, do I want to look back on my life with regret or joy and content? Regret is one thing I can never take back. It will live with me for the rest of my life and will be a heavy burden to carry. I'd rather it not working and knowing that I at least tried than having the regret of not trying at all. I knew from there on in this was not the path I wanted to take, and I had to make some radical changes. Radical changes is exactly what happened next. I listed down what I wanted to do and the path I wanted to take. This was not going to be a 12-month plan and then if it doesn't work, I change path. No, this was a 10-year plan minimum. I wanted to go all in and have time on my side. So I left the corporate world to go and start up an education company in teaching mathematics. This was the first piece of the puzzle. Being able to figure out my path and what I wanted to do gave me a sense of true purpose, a sense of enlightenment that what I'm doing now is meaningful, something that awoken me from the inside, and now this unlimited energy was oozing out of me. It kicked me out of my zombie-like state. Passion, enthusiasm, joy, dedication, intensity, excitement. I was feeling all the emotions. That lifeless soul I was in was now transformed into the living soul. Of course, there was a lot of hard times and challenges, but at least now I was living. I'd rather experience the rejections, the hurt, the pain, the amazing feelings, the highs, than not experience anything at all and be stale. Life will pass you by in the blink of an eye, and before you know it, you will see you lived a meaningless, non-existent life. Figuring out who you are and what you want to do is the best investment you can make for yourself. It will take time, and time is your ally if you start early. But the moment you try and speed things up because you want instant results, that's the moment you will deviate from your path and get lost. This is your journey and you need time to understand, appreciate, and figure out the path that you are on. Remember, anything that is won quickly can go down just as quick. Have you ever noticed skyscrapers being built from scratch? How you see nothing happening for months and months, but then out of nowhere, the skyscraper is built, and you think to yourself, whoa, how did they build it that quick? The foundations are normally the most time-consuming when building skyscrapers. Once those foundations are firm and set, building the floors of the skyscraper is the easy part. So make sure your foundations are strong and firm so you can build on top of it and see the compounding effect take place. The compounding effect in your case is your knowledge, wisdom, and success. The second lesson I learned is you build inner confidence. others. If you have not developed yourself, you will struggle to make significant impact on others. It's as simple as that. There was a lot of self-development I had to do in my journey before I can even open my mouth or share my experience with others. How can I help others or even give my take on it if I had no experience? It's fake and phony. I can't stand on my words. It's empty. There's no true inner confidence about me. I felt it in myself too, so there was no point in me lying unless I wanted to live a fake, shallow life. No way I was going to do that. If I ever wanted to build true inner confidence, I had to take life head on. No shortcuts, no giving up when things got hard, just facing life fully and going through it with my heart open. So I did what needed to be done. I went through life the hard way. I learned life the hard way. I left home, cut my friends, and started an education business from zero. I was rejected by over 40 institutions. Nothing was working for the first 3 years. I had no social life, no interest in relationships, just pure tunnel-like focus. I was living life in the darkness for 5 years, trying everything I can to build and make the business profitable, but to also build my character to become the person I wanted to be. I'm just painting a very high-level view here. There were a lot of traumas, unbearable pains, ridiculous challenges, unexpected news, periods of questioning my existence that I had to go through in those 5 years. The point here is that if I did not go through those experiences, my confidence would not be where it is today. My confidence was built on those real-life experiences. No books can replicate that. You have to go through life for you to discover who you truly are and how much pain you can withstand. It's a mental game of how much you are willing to go through to get what you want. As you are battling with those obstacles, your confidence will start rising because you are now in the ring fighting, not in the stands watching. And when you come out of it, your true inner confidence shines through. People can tell and sense the way you speak that you have gone through real life experiences. They can see the confidence radiating out of you. When you are confident in yourself, you are then able to help and inspire others because you now have real life experiences that you have gone through and overcome. The way you speak, the way you conduct yourself, your aura, your values and principles are all aligned. You have the capacity now to help others because you have built up true inner confidence in yourself first. You have now transformed into a Super Saiyan. Don't be mistaken, this is not arrogance. This is true inner confidence. But in order for you to obtain the confidence, you need to go through life. You need to go through the bad, traumatic, difficult, challenging experiences. There's no two ways about it. Or you can lie to yourself and pretend that you know it all, even though you have absolutely no experience or knowledge on what you're talking about. You are just regurgitating what others are saying. This is what most people do on social media. They are fake and have no integrity about themselves. They are willing to sell part of their souls to get quick rewards. It's like this: a Mercedes will always be a Mercedes. The 3-star badge holds true reputation. You will have others that will try and copy what Mercedes does, but they will never be able to replicate it. Why? Because Mercedes made their own reputation. They did not copy others or try and be like others. They went in their own lane and stood firm in what they believed in. They are confident in who they are and what they stand for. Most will see a confident person as arrogant because of their own insecurities. They see the writing on the wall. They are not good enough, but instead of looking at their own shortfalls and finding ways of becoming better, they bash the person who is confident and calls them arrogant. It's the easy thing to do. It's weak and is a cop-out. Confidence comes from you putting yourself out there in the world and gaining real life practical experiences. The moment you become truly confident and know who you are, the moment your capacity to help others and be selfless will increase tenfold. Do you want to lead a real life or a fake life? You decide. The third lesson I learned is you will still be called selfish. Look, no matter how much you have given or helped, there will be a certain number of people that will still call you selfish. This could be from a certain member of your families, friends, or even society. I've helped a lot of people both from the business side and personally, and till this day, I'm seen as the villain. Till this day, they still call me the selfish person. And I'm not going to lie, it hurt to realize that I've done so much. I've gone out of my way, opened my heart to help these people, but then they just completely ignored what I've done and still call me this selfish person. And at the end of the day, I realized that you can't control how people look at you, but you can control your actions. You can control how you perceive what they say, and don't let it affect you, because at the end of the day, this is your life. At the end of the day, this is the path that you're going on, and no matter what you do, no matter how much you've achieved, no matter how much you have helped, or no matter how much you've given to people, there are still going to be people that are going to hate on you. And this is most likely because of their own insecurities, because they see you doing so well for yourself. They see you achieving the things that they can't achieve. So they put that anger, that hatred on you, because if they look at themselves, the pain is too much. So you need to understand that even though you're doing everything you can and you are doing the right thing, remember that there are still going to be people that are going to bring you down. But those people, you ignore them. Those people, you cut the noise and you carry on forward on your path. Because as long as you know you are going on the right path, you are being open-minded, you are doing everything you can to improve yourself and going to the next level, then it doesn't matter what anyone else says. If you know in your heart of your heart that you have tried and helped that person, but that person comes back and slaps you and says you're still selfish, then it's not on you. You know why? It's on that person. They have their own problems, their own issues that they have to deal with. That is not your responsibility. You should not feel bad. I felt bad at the beginning, but then I realized I don't need to feel bad. Do you know why? Because the man upstairs sees everything. As long as you're doing everything you can with the cards you've been given in a genuine, authentic, honest way, then everything else will be taken care of. Everything starts from zero. When are you going to start? Peace.